Siemi family, siemi yenge kino, the Tanzanian pungu tulendo. Hallelujah, our Father is here with us. He is doing amazing things all over the world. He's showing the whole world how much he loves his people. Ingeta, that's good. Nice to see you here again. It's me, Masa.
Wizokusambu yimbilo wao kadike setu na kyao kembela nzambi yanjoa Wizokusambu wao Mwiza kembo tuimbila kungamye tomia tundanga zambi utuzolele mwizo kusambua zambi utubangiri ike kutu itwila kandandika tukwikilabo watulonganga Luisa kembo tuimbila kungamye tomia tondanga zambi utuzolele Luizo kusambua Isuaiza ovanza Kenda zingia songanga Edikakana obatufwa Kiese tumonanga
Nuiza kembo atuimbila kungamie tumia
tundanga Zambi utuzolele Mwizo kusambua
Yeah, brothers and sisters. How are you doing? I'm doing great so far. Here we are on the Bantu channel, and I think you're all doing good. The Most High loves us so much that He will do everything to bring us together, and everything will be fine. The whole world today is looking at us because we're gonna feed the whole world. Look at your palms; they are white. Look at your feet, the lower part. It is white. This means you are all the days you're stamping and walking over the white man. All the days you're beating the white man up. So which means that the white man is coming after you, and the white man will know it very soon, and will accept it according to Isaiah 42, Isaiah 60. If they do not accept, war will come out because they have to depend on us. We are the tree, we are the root that carries the branches, yeah, and they are the branches that grafted into the root, and the root is the one that is feeding the whole world, that is giving energy to the whole world, to the whole concept of the universe, to the animals, to the nature. It comes from the root. The power comes from the root, which is Africa and his people, the 12 tribes of Isolele, brothers and sisters. And now people will tell you there are different kinds of colors that exist, and can only laugh because, like yesterday, I was watching a movie named Prey, and you could see white Indians there, or Indians they were white fighting against other whites invaders, and saying that, oh, and calling these white invaders white. But if you looked at the colors, it was like something like a Middle Easterner in Israel today calling calling someone in the Palestine, or look, you are black. Yeah, all of them are white. A Chinese today is white. Uh, uh, in Morocco, Algeria, Egyptians, they are white. Okay, so that's what I want to say is there are only two colors in this world. There are not three. There are not four. It's about white and black. The black man, which is the secret, the spiritual person, and you could see that in the night time we have to sleep, and when you sleep, you're going to the netherverse. Your body stays there, and yeah, this is how the black man is. He is the spiritual person. And the other one is well seen in the night, which means a neutral or a reflection. This is the white person. Both of us, both are very important, but the problem is that the white man has come like an eagle to fight and conquer the whole world, to take over the whole world by force, and to do a lot of evil. But all this happened only because we had to learn how to live a little bit better with our own people and the other nations as well. And here we are in the new age, in the new times, the times of times, the time of judgment, the time of truth, the time of the law. When we go into the white man spirituality, it is definitely what we call religion, yeah, and new age, which is also include in religion and all the occult practices that they are practicing. Yeah. And when we stay in religion, we're going to see something that is very, very important for us to know. These people keep their feasts. Yeah. If it is Judaism, if it is Buddhism, Hinduism, Christians, they have the Muslims, they have their feasts and they keep it. And we keep it too. And this is wrong because the Most High gave us some feasts that we have to keep, that we have to obey and do, because our forefathers were farmers, cattle keepers. And why do we not do the same? It doesn't mean that when the money system comes that it replaced food, that it replaced gardenings, that it replaced doing agriculture or everything else that our forefathers have done so far, because we're not doing it no more, but the Gentiles are doing it very well. They are in our taking fishes out of our oceans, killing our animals and eating it and selling it in the McDonald's and everywhere. And yeah, the human has to eat every day, and they're making tons of money of it, even if it is not allowed for a Bantu to kill the animal just to gain profit. Now, the other thing is that came with this religions is that we did not only take their traditions and customs, but we were also deceived not to do our customs no more, that our customs are evil, not to understand our customs and traditions, which were holy to the Most High. The Most High is in spirit and in truth, and in he is in his works, which means the Most High, if you want to work for the Most High, you have to work. Working is very, very important. You can't believe in the Most High without believing in his works, without believing in his power, and without doing his sacrifices, his feasts, his commandments and statutes. And when we're talking about commandments and statutes, this is where the Christians say there are no commandments and statutes no more, because God came into flesh and he took away all the commandments and statutes. He took away all the feasts. He took away all the traditions, because everything is evil, but he himself, God, came to die uh, for the whole world. He is the savior, etc., etc. Now, today we're going to learn about holy feasts. I hope you are ready to go through that. Okay. um. Okay. Let me share the screen and start, brothers and sisters. Welcome. So many things open here. Leviticus 23, 23 is 23 describes the Sabbath, hmm, together with seven feasts, namely the feasts of Passover, the feast of unveiled bread, the feast of first fruit, the feast of the harvest, the feast of the trumpets, the day of atonement, and feast of the tabernacles, brothers and sisters. Okay? Before we go to these feasts, let us start. What do you think is holy for the Most High? Now, you have time to think on that before I come up with the map. Okay, let us go through it. Our forefathers, they had traditions and customs, things that were holy to the Most High. Isaiah always talked about the harvest, the trees. Okay, you will see that all the prophets talked about the harvest and trees. They had gardens. David had one, Solomon had one. Okay, my forefathers, they had gardens. When we went to slavery, it's according to this prophecy right here. Let me show it to you. Um, Duplicating this one here. Let's share the screen. Yes. So when we go to King Solomon, Songs of Solomon 1 and 4, when he's confessing his love and saying that, talking about singing about the woman, she or I am very dark but lovely, O daughters of Jerusalem, like the tents of Kedar, like the curtains of Solomon. Do not gaze at me because I'm dark, because the sun has looked up upon me. My mother's son were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyards I have kept not. Okay, that's important. We know that Solomon, David, all the people around them, these are African stories. Okay, there was no white man near them. Okay, these are not white man stories. The Bible is not the white man's book. Yeah, he came in the New Testament and started coming with a lot of trash. Yeah, mixing up things. But yeah, the Ethiopians, the good friends of us, they helped him. They helped them, by the way, with that. Yeah, the Hamites, because the most of the white are Hamites as well. We shouldn't forget this part. Yeah, when we go to understand the Moorish history, and you're gonna understand a little bit more, even India, China, yeah, how Ammon up to to Japan, and the past, even the borders to America. You're gonna understand the story very well, yeah, how this fight has come with the mulattoes and how the white man today became white like he is. But that's not our problem today, yeah, because we have to do things spiritually in spirit. There is no white, there is no darkness, because both of it, it's very important. Yeah, yeah. You have to know how to control both of it. That's the thing. Is that is the Most High. Now, um, like I told you, the world was dark. He said, "Let it be light." He created the sun to be the brightest thing in the day, and the moon to be the brightest thing in the night. So both very important. But we're coming to those kind of things very soon. Now, the thing that is important here is that he say he did not keep his vineyards, his gardens. This is what we did not do. We did not keep our gardens. But what happened later when we go to Deuteronomy 28? Yeah, then you see that our forefathers will now keep someone else's garden. Yeah, curses because of disobedience. Yeah, curses shall you be when you come, and curses shall you be when you go out. The Lord will send you curses, confusion, frustration, all that undertake do it until you will be destroyed. So he's like, the Lord will make the pestilence stick to you until he has consumed you in the land that you are entering. So all this, he will bring that drought and heat. Um, before our enemies, and your dead shall be eaten by the birds. So our wives will be taken, but here you shall build a house, but you shall not dwell in it. You shall plant vineyards, but you shall not enjoy its fruits. The same prophecy, yeah, the same prophecy. This kind of things happened started in the 1600s, not before that, in the 1600s. Yeah, and when it's when the Muslims came in the eastern part of Africa, we shouldn't forget our Bantu brothers in the eastern part of Africa. Okay, this is when this prophecy started to be fulfilled. Okay, now um here, your sheep shall be given to your enemies, but there shall be none one to help you and stuff like that. You know, your children, your garden, your land, everything what goes to our culture goes now to the heathen. The heathen will now know what we actually do and will learn better. The only problem is what you guys never knew about the heathen nation. I will tell it to you directly, without any fear. We had houses, we had um, farmland, we did farm, we were farmers, we had also money and all this social system, etc., etc. We had a function leadership like politic, and also a religious, let's say, a spiritual system that worked very well. Like it was above, so was it also here on earth. But this wasn't the problem from the invaders. The invaders, if it is the Chinese, if it is Ammon, Greek, all the nations have one big problem. And do you know what it is? It's cash money. Dollar, dollar, bling, bling, y'all. This is the power of the nations. They don't, money rules the world. Cash, cash rules everything. Dollar, dollar, bling, bling, y'all. Nothing else. They were not interested in women's. They were not interested in anything else. They were interested on the wealth that our people had, on wealth, money, and still until these days, the nations are ruining all the things that the Most High has created because of money. Money, the greatest God, yeah, that have ever existed. Yeah, money. And we, as the nation of Isolele, we also abandoned everything to also follow the same way like the invaders, which is money. Money. We had money that we had before. I don't know if we ever have seen African money before that we have used. We use this money here. Um, it was like uh, You have seen something like that before. I had a chain, like a chain, like money before. Let me see. Let me write before. You could see it in Nigeria, in the Congo. They had like, call it mushels, African money, you know. But they said this has no value. Now they wanted cattles, they wanted children and men for wine, they wanted children and the slaves and all those kinds of things for weapons, for lighter, for um, plates, for cups, yeah, for weapons, yeah. This is how they changed now. They started to change now human with material, yeah, because the money that we had in Africa, this is not what they wanted. They wanted the caoutchouc, the wood, the salt, the sugar, okay, and therefore the human had to pay. Now, so we stepped away from our traditions and our jobs that Abraham did, Isaac did, that Massa did, yeah, Moses, yeah, that Isaiah, all of us, the most of us were cattle keepers, shepherds, okay, yeah. This is where we go back, by the way. But if you look clearer, still today, the big farmers are white people. Yeah, because black people think that farming doesn't give any money. It stinks. It is boring to take away the poop of the cow. Okay, it is too much work. I want business. I want business. If you talk to a black man, he will be like, I want to do business. I want to do business. By the way, we are doing farming. Yeah, the Beulah team. We have 400 acres. Yeah, contact us if you want. Yeah, not acres but hectares. Yeah, hectares. Superficial ours, not from the government but ours. Anyway, um, the thing that I want to tell you guys is that the farming wasn't only a job. It was a law. Yeah, it was a law of the Most High. If you don't do farming, you are not the Most High's isolele. Okay, because the farming will give you give life to the will multiply the harvest, will multiply the nature, and will also give the animals that what they need, and it will give back the humans that what they need. Yeah. So, and it is a custom and in a tradition then that makes the Congo the circle. Yeah. So, by not keeping our harvest no more, now doing the harvest, that's farming and all these kind of things, like one of the biggest jails in the United States, which is called Angola. When they came to the Angola jail, one of the work was farming. Can you see that with their sparks? Solidarity, confident, abuse, sparks, hunger strike in Louisiana, Angola prison. Like the slaves before, yeah, because the first slaves came from the Angola, yeah, that went to the America, but not only America, to the most of the places there in the Southern America, Latin America. The most of them came from the Congo Basin, yeah. And as you can see here, yeah, this Angolan people, yeah, now because they couldn't, uh, because Diego Cao came and Zinganguvu sold them and everything broke. Yeah, we went to slavery. And now our customs and traditions, how can you sing the Most High song in the strange land? This is now what starts to happen, yeah, with our people. Yeah, they have now to build houses for for the other nations, like our forefathers have built the temples. They have now to do farming and feed the other nation. Yeah, and the biggest problem that our people have still today, you can go to different kinds of countries. In Zimbabwe, for an example, I think Mugabe or someone like he took all this white people, white farmers out of the country. But at last, they had to come back. They had to go back because no black person wants to do farming. They don't want to learn farming. They have no. They do not even know how it functions, how to start. But the whole world right now, if you go now to Congo, can feed the whole world um 60% of the world uncultivated arable and lies in Africa, according to the McKinsey and Company report. In fact, the Democratic Republic of Congo alone could feed 2 billion people, according to some estimated. Yeah. So, brothers and sisters, if it comes to agriculture and fight and famines for the future, Congo. Yeah, yeah, the the Congo and the Congo River, the Zaire, yeah, the Zaire, yeah. I just type Zaire Bible. I like that verse, man. I like that verse. Zaire Bible. Yeah, I knew that you won't give it to me like that. Let me type it here. Mm. Then Jerome passed over the Zaire with all his chariots and rose by night, and his chariots commanders struck the Edomites who surrounded him, by his army fled home. And so Edom never ever revolted against Judah until this day. Now, with other words, um, farming is a must, is important if we want to come back to that what is ours. In the Pakistan, in this moment, what the most of the people do not know, Pakistan now, just put Pakistan now and photos. This is Pakistan now. This is India now. This is Indonesia. This is what else? What Venezuela? Okay, this is the face of many. This is Florida. Okay, and brothers and sisters, the Most High won't take hold. These people will never ever do farming again because the land is full of water and the earth of them is different than that's from Africa. It can't absorb water like it should. Yeah, which means it will take years, 5, 6, 7, 10 years, so that this land can come back again, so that these people can do farming again. Do you understand how the Most High is beating people asses? Do you understand how the Most High is ruining the West? How he's beating these people up? How he's showing them, I am not yours. Let me show it to you in the Bible. I think I have to make a video about the angels' revolution, the revolt of the angels against humans. I have to take my book. Then I saw another angel ascending from the rising of the sun with the seal of the living Tata, and he called with a loud voice the four Maleki Makongo, who had been given power to harm the earth and the sea, saying, do not harm the earth or the sea or the trees until we have sealed the servants of the Most High on their foreheads. So the Most High is now choosing his people among chaos, but he will hurt the tree, the sea. He will come to hurt the people. So he's coming. He's coming with power. He's like, hey, I will knock you guys out. And Mike, who was it? The Congo man. Who's the Congo man and the Congo boxer? Let me just Congo boxer. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson said uh, that a person he has a human has always an idea until he receives until he is beaten, yeah, until yeah, then he starts understanding that something is wrong, yeah. So it's very important for us, yeah, to understand that um, the Most High is really fighting the nations. He's really beating them up. Yeah, he's really beating, and this is just the beginning. So it's our time now to get the papers, the contracts, even if it costs us hundreds of thousands, to start doing that what we have to do. Yeah, because we're gonna feed the world. Yeah, because it is really really well written. Yeah, that the restoration of Isolele. For I will have compassion on Jacob, and I will again choose Africa and his people that went all over out of Africa, even those in the northern part of Africa, and I will set them in their own land. And sojourners. Let me go to the King James so that you get it better. He's talking about the nations, and the strangers shall be joined with them and shall cleave to the house, cleave to the house of Jacob. They will be like, Master, please, can we help you in the garden? Here, 200,000. Here, let us build. Let us do this. Do you have the ideas? Let us do this. You see? And Europe and Asia and this Islamic countries, Dubai, it will be like a museum, brothers and sisters. No boat no more, no cars driving no more, no people. Okay? Yeah, now you know. And the Most High is doing it quickity, no. So, which means it is happening fast in front of our eyes. Anyway, when we stopped, do I still share? Yeah, still sharing. When we stopped doing our customs and tradition, which is the agriculture, like I told you, also what I have always teach to our people to do. It doesn't mean when you fall or people stole from you that you should give up. Never give up, because even if you start a business in the Europe with the taxes and all the problems that comes there, it won't be easy for you. Black people hasn't done businesses for 400 and more years. Yeah, so now you just start a business like that. Do you think you will become a master? Yeah, maybe if you are full of witchcraft, and then you will die also very 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 fast. Don't forget this. They hate their traditions, careers, and way of life that set them free. Their ancestors were farmers, shepherds, and cattle keepers. Yeah, now today they're looking for white collar jobs, Greek fashion. Okay, the most important job, cattle keeping and farming, these are also part of the holy law. Okay, the Most High said to Massa, how long refuse ye to keep my commandments and my laws? Huh? Was Massa a Christian? Was Isaiah a Christian? Was Isaiah a Christian? Who was a Christian then? So it's about the Most High's laws. They are not away with. Hmm? Let me show you this Bible verse that I love so much. It's Matthew 5. Good. Okay. Let me do it like this. The Sermon on the Mountain. You are salt and light. Very important. Now, what is the fulfillment of the law? Do not think that I have come to abolish the law of the prophets. I not came to abolish them, but to fulfill them. For truly I say to you, until heaven and earth pass away, not an iota, not a dot will pass from the law until all is accomplished. Therefore, whoever relaxes on the least of the commandments and teaches others to do the same will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. That's why we, as the Kimbango teacher, Simon Toko teacher, we teach the freedom. We teach, like Isaiah, like we teach like Jeremiah. We teach freedom. We want freedom. But did you ever hear a pastor teaching like that? You like the world is good. Jesus will come and save us. Mama and dad and fathers, we are all saved. Tata, everything is good. Oh, God is good. Oh. This is Christianity. He won't teach you the problems of the world. He won't teach you to go out and do festivals and go against white racism or poverty and all over the world. He won't teach you to go to the nations and tell them to repent and go come back to Tatampung Tulendo who took us out of Egypt. They have no problem with that. They will never do everything to go to the television, to the first television shows, and tell the whole world and show them miracles and do things after things like the prophets did. This is not their problem. They are relaxed. Relaxed. They have no problem. There is no law. Jesus came. But Jesus himself said, no, 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 no. You will be called the last because you haven't done anything for me. Where are the works? Where is my power? When did you go and show the world my power? Never? So you are not for me. When did you support my people? No. You see, a pastor, multimillionaire, have a private chat and all these kinds of things. How can that be? How can that be? If you're not a Jesuit, a pastor or whatever, or a YouTuber that is lying to people or whatever. I don't know, but something like that. Anyway, this is a very important verse. I like it. I love it. That's why I showed it to you. Now, it is written that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Most High. Isaiah 30 and 19. We say to the seers, the prophets, see not. Don't tell us prophecies. We don't want prophecies. We have our pastor here. We have our leader here right here. So he's the one. And the other prophets prophesy not into the right things. Speak unto us smooth things. Prophecy deceits. This is what many people want. They don't want someone to tell them the truth because the truth hurts. And one of the biggest examples is Jesus himself. When we see in the scriptures how many people run away from him and he just stayed with 12. And today everyone is following him. No, we are Jesus lovers. Especially sometimes even in my channel, I see people, oh, Yesaya. Well, it's like you guys would not stay one day with this person, because you would call him sorcerer, you would call him wrong, you would call his ways demonic. Okay, but today because he's not there, and even if he's there, because he's there, his words is there. He's a word. He's still there. But how many people follow his word, and how many people follow the fiction or the superficial teaching? Believe. How the how can we call it? A sect believe. This is how it is. A Catholic Church is a sect as well. They also adopted this and took over. So just as Catholic, how the most of the people thinks, and it will also be paid out in the last days because they will hear not. They can't understand They see, but they don't really see really. They can't understand. They hear, they don't hear really. It's like they have a big problem to really understand in which kind of situations they are. And at last, they will come to us, people like me. I was laughing when people saying, "Oh, I will start buying houses in the West." How can you buy houses in the West? The West is about to be thrown down. Many different kinds of things will happen to the West. And you see them, all these black dudes from Africa. Oh, yeah, Poto, yeah, I love here, Netherlands, Belgium, Germany. Oh, wow, we are fine here in Canada. And the Most High is coming for you guys, man. He's coming to brush your teeth. He's coming to kick you butts. I tell you, I promise you. And here in Africa, it's tough. It's tough. Good luck. My parents, my everything that I know that knows me is trying to leave. Is trying to make it clear how good they can make it clear to leave. But these people are like, here, I love that verse. Let me show you how they are. Oh, I love that verse. That verse has to come every day. My teachings. These people hate the prophets. My goodness. And he's saying here, for behold, I will command and shake the house of Israel among all nations, as one shakes it with a sieve. But no people shall fall to the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, who say, disaster shall not overtake or meet us. Everything is said there. Anyway, it will hit them hard. Babylon will fall. If you go to our songs from our Bantu brothers in the Jamaica, and you go Babylon burn or Babylon fall, you will see the greatest singers in the world, the Jamaicans. They knew it from the beginning. New Babylon will fall. Bob Marley, everyone, we knew exactly that Babylon once will fall, and it will. And no one will cry. No woman will cry for Babylon. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. She obeyed not the voices. She received not corrections. She trusted not in the Most High. She drew not near the Most High. Exodus 34 and 21. 6 days shalt thou do thy works, but on the seventh day thou shalt rest. In earing time and in the harvest thou shalt rest. And in the harvest thou shalt rest. He that turned away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer, shall be an abomination, brothers and sisters. Not giving heed to the Bantu fables and the commandments of men that turn from the truth. And in the same house remain, eating and drinking such things as they give, for a labor is worthy of his hire. Go not from house to house. Stay in what is yours, because no one has hired us. They answered. He said to them, you also go and work in my vineyard? So, brothers and sisters, it's important to do the farming. Now, here, as for ourselves, therefore, we neither inhabit a maritime country, nor do we delight in merchandise, nor in such mixture with other men as arises from it. But the cities we dwell in are removed from the sea, and having a fruitful country for our habitation, we take pains in cultivating that only. Our principal care of all this to educate our children well, yeah, and we think it to be most necessary business of our whole life to observe the laws that have been given to us and to keep those rules of pity that have been delivered down to us. Since therefore, besides what we have already taken notice of, we have had a peculiar way of living of our own. There was no occasion offered us in ancient ages for intermixing among the Greeks as they had for mixing among. So these are the Bantus. This is from Flavius, yeah. Apart from Flavius, when what we have done, we were people full of traditions, yeah. Now, Second Maccabees 4 and 14, that the priests had no courage to serve anymore at the altar, but despising the temple and neglecting the sacrifices, hastened to be partakers of the unlawful allurance in the place of exercise. After the game of discourse called them forth. So, which means, you know, even talking to the harvest, doing the feast of harvest, we're going to these kinds of things very soon. The feast of tabernacles, doing the feasts that are very well written in the Leviticus 23, for an example. The priests, they were not able to do that again. Now they became Greeks, they became Romans, who sold himself to the devil. We accepted the devil as our father and savior. We accepted the nations to be above us, yeah, and their gods and their everything. And still today, we have so many people, they are not ready to come back. They're not ready. They are Christians. They accept everything besides that which is really the Most High. Now, such was the height of the Greek fashions and increase of the heathenish manners through the exciting profaneness of Jason that unmanly, wretch, and no high priest. Because we have said we have made a covenant with the death, yeah, and with hell, are we at agreement? When the overflowing surge shall pass through it, shall not come into us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hide ourselves. And this is what happened, brothers and sisters. We should really start thinking like in which kind of conditions we are today, because it is not easy. It is easy to destroy a porcelain, yeah, like this cup, but now put it again together, yeah, and this is where we are, yeah. It's almost impossible. Here, this is the Feast of Harvest. Celebrate the Feast of Harvest with the first fruit of the crops you saw in your field. Celebrate the Feast of Ingathering and the end of the year, when you gather in your crops from the field. Who is doing that? And the Most High, when you do his works, he will bless thee in all thine increase, and in all works of thine hands. Therefore you shall surely rejoice. And thou shalt observe the feast of weeks, of the first fruit of Amaska harvest, and the feast of ingathering at the year's end. Count of 50 days up the day after the seventh Sabbath, and the present and offering of new grain to the Most High, of what offering a new grain. He's not talking about putting chemicals into the ground. Now, grew up fast, so that we can offer the Most High. If you put chemicals into the ground, so that you do the farming like the Egyptians have done so far, you will be banned. You will be cursed because the Most High hates it. Yeah, let me go to my book very quickly and show you the Bible verse. Brothers and sisters, read.
Nuizokusambu yimbilawam kadikesetu nagyam kembelan zambi yanyoa Nuizokusambuam Luisa Kembo autoimbila Kungamieto miatundanga Zambi utuzolele Luizo kusamboa Zambi utubangiri Ike kutu itwila Kandandika tukwikirabo Watulonganga Luisa Kembo tuimbila Kungamieto miatondanga Zambi utuzolele Luizo kusamboa Isuaiza ovanza Kenda zingia songanga Edikakana ovatufwa Kiese tumonanga
Nuiza Kembo atuimbila Kungamieto miatondanga Zambi utuzolele Nuizo kusambua. Kusambu, Samba is the seventh day. Kosambela, Sambo, Kihe, Samba, seventh day. Tabernacle, brothers, just to hear the people to hear how powerful this language is. In Geta, when we go to yeah, Deuteronomy 11, 10 to 12 here. And he say, yes, look, the Father is clear. For the land that you are entering to take possession of it is not like the Egypt, the desert. It's not like the Middle East. It's not like Asia. It's not like Europe. It's not like America. Yeah, it's not like Spain. It's not like what is this there? England. Yeah, that's why they beat themselves up in the dark ages because of land, because of farmland. The nations grew dark, beating themselves up, killing themselves because of hunger. But the Most High say, no. He's saying this to Massa. From which you have come, where you sows your seed and ingraded it. So you have to put water You have to do some fields. You have to put some chemicals. It's done. Start from today. Yeah, you have to call Amun Ra Ra Ra. No, no, no. From which you have come, where you sowed your seed and ingrated it like a garden of vegetables. But in the land that you are going to possess is a land of hills and valleys, which drinks water by the rain from heaven, a land that the Most High your Father cares for. The eyes of the Most High your God are always upon it from the beginning of the year and to the end of the year. Every year, other fruits to build yourself up, to cleanse yourself, to give you people knowledge and strength. Okay, and this is the month by New Alchemy School that I will teach you by beginning of next year, right? This is where you're gonna start understanding the powers of the plants and the wood and the stones. Yeah, where you're gonna understand also the power of air, which is the miracle itself, taking things from nowhere and bringing it to appearance. For those, I think 2 or 3 people can make this. And like I told you, in the moment I'm not doing anything spiritual, just for 2 or 3 people. If you are really sick and have a problem, you can call me, but not like before, because I'm doing some big projects, and I'm doing some things by side, and I need my spirits to be without problems. Now, this is the prophecy, but I will not stop there. Let us continue. This is what happened. We didn't go to the Middle East, as you can see. Yeah. And he's saying, this is also Leviticus 26. Just for you guys to see the power of the Most High. 34 to 35. Is this Leviticus? I think so. 26. Blessings for obedience. I like that. And punishment for disobedience. 34. Now, exactly. Now listen carefully. Then the land shall enjoy its Sabbath as long as it lies desolate. Will you are in your enemy's land, then the land shall rest and enjoy its Sabbaths. Which means, brothers and sisters, in the moment our people are sleeping because we are in our enemy's lands. As long as it lies desolate, it shall have rest. I told you. You see people, oh, Israel came back. It's the same lie like in the 1948. Israel is still destroyed. Israel is the Makuku Matatu. Yeah. It's the center. It's the Congo. Yeah. As long this is a problem for the world. This Congo, King Kong. Yeah. And you will understand it at last. Yeah. As long this is desolate, as long the problem, they have no peace, no rest, the Sabbath, the feast of the Most High, boom, you have still go to Sunday, Jesus, Jesus. The Most High won't show you any fashion, any miracle, okay? Because it is still not there. The time hasn't come. He's saying the rest that I did not have your Sabbath when you are dwelling in it. As for those who you are left, I will send faintness into their hearts in the land of their enemies. So you will have, yeah, you will be fine in the land of your enemies. You can try to do the Most High's feasts, but the Most High's feasts, the true one, the feast, we have to sing the song in Zion, where we came from. Yeah, this is where it has to go back. Yeah, I'm a prophet, brothers and sisters, and I know exactly what I say. And I never go out of the Bible because I don't have to. There's nothing new under the sun. People, oh, come with new prophecies. No, I don't have to. Everything that passed will come again. Okay, it will happen again. So I don't have to lie. You will see it happening. Now, let us stay there. Let us stay there. Because people are like, it happened in the Ancient Testament. I will tell you, the Ancient Testament is now. Speak to the people of Israel and say to them, when you come into the land I give you, the land should keep a Sabbath. This will happen. This is his law. Okay? Now, as you could see, I showed you clear that the feast of the fruits is important. And there are many other feasts that must be kept according to the laws of the Most High. Yeah? Ain't no Christmas, ain't no whatever Easter, ain't no Jesus coming from hell. No! You have traditions where you honor your ancestors, where you kill a goat, where you do different kinds of things to give offer to the Most High. Okay? The Most High is not a photo of Jesus, of Allah, or Buddha. Stop these. Yeah, these people, Sangoma, and this all this sects. You guys have to stop believing in good words, in good speakers, people that gives you hope all the time. You have to feel the pain. Feel the pain. This pain will make you strong. This is the hard way, not way. This is the small way. The large way will bring you to hell. It will kill you. Yeah. No one will teach you this truth in the large way. You will not understand. If you hear it, you will turn it off because it hurts you. Yeah. It burns you. Yeah. You need deliverance. Now, he's calling also on the Feast of Tabernacle, which was also in a Saturday. Kimbangu knew all this and he did all this. Kimbangu was the law keeper. Thou shalt observe the feasts of tabernacle 7 days after thou hast gathered in thy corn and thy wine. Oh no, priests shouldn't drink. That's why the Jehovah's Witnesses are laughing at these Christians. They themselves, they are drinking with the nuns, doing whatever was with the nuns, but you there, you have to be like Jesus. Hey, brothers and sisters, stop hypocrisy. There's nothing more that the Most High hates more than that. Hypocrisy. In the last day, that great day of the feast, Isaiah stood and cried and saying, if any man thirst, let him come to me and drink. Also on the day of the first fruit, when ye drink a new meat offering into the Most High, after your weeks be out, you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work. Also on the 15th day, on the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, you shall keep the feast of the Most High 7 days. On the first day shall you do a Sabbath. When heaven is shut up and there is no rain because they have sinned against me, if they pray toward this place and confess thy name and turn from their sins when thou afflictest them. So, brothers and sisters, with other words, the Most High is a man of offerings. He's a man of traditions and customs. And that's why I'm building something very big in Angola. And the Most High helped me with that. And the whole world will be shocked by seeing the things that will happen, yeah, and will manifest in these days by the things that we are already doing. Because you can't just be on YouTube and talking about feasts and the new moons and new days. When the Most I say it won't happen there, it won't happen there, it will happen in the land anyway, and someone has to do the work. Yeah, it will happen in the land anyway. Yeah. So, brothers and sisters, when we go to Leviticus 23, I think I have to make an extra video about that, or you can read it by yourself. I will copy because the time has gone. You can go and read about the feasts, and you can see how that the Most High's offerings are not away with. Feast of the Most High, the Sabbath, the feast of Passover, the feast of the first fruit, the feast of the weeks, the feast of the trumpet, the feast of the tabernacle, the day of atonement. Yeah, and you can see the feast of both. Yeah, you can see what the Most High throughout your generations. This is something will be. It's a statue forever. Can you see that? Yeah, forever, forever. Say it, forever, forever. Okay. Now, brothers and sisters, thank you very much for listening. I think I will stop here. I hope you understood the message. Yeah. See, today we are only few, we're not so many, but I hope you will give me a like for that and share the video and also support us. Yeah, yeah, because it's very important. Yeah, thank you very much. Let us go back to our customs and traditions because it's important. This will make us rich again. This will make us strong again. The Most High must be invoked. Yeah, you can't. It's not. You can't beg him. Yeah, please, please. This is Christianity. Please, please. You have to invoke the Most High. Come, Father. Come, come. It's different than that moment. Yeah, this wasn't given to Adam like this. Yeah, yeah. Surprise, surprise. One more teaching. Ingeta. And I will see you very soon.